for everybody at home. Nice to see you again.
What are we going to cook?
We're going to do some pork chops done with apricots, and then we're also going to do a Szechuan beef dish with bean curd, and lastly we're going to do some pork fillets, which are going to have a Chinese sauce.
And we have a guest, a very talented, effervescent young lady, wonderful singer and a wonderful cook, Cheryl Baker. They never get to see those jackets much, do they? But the first thing with us being messy cooks is, of course, to get aprons on. That's very essential when you're cooking. As David said, we're going to do three things with pork. And the first thing I want to start with is pork chops, which I'm going to make into a mini roast. So I got here some magnificent pork chops. These have actually had the rind taken off them, but if you wish to leave the rind on, this one's, I've got an extra bonus, a kidney in that one as well.
Lovely.
So all we're doing here is, well, I've got 2 kidneys of mine as well. But also to go with this dish,
we served those last week.
I soaked some apricots in water, and I'm just going to drain these.
Put them off so quickly, you know, you don't have
well,
to let it go.
it's looking at your face as well as hearing your voice. It's very important, isn't it, for anybody? Just drain these, and then what I'm going to do here, I opened these up because these were whole, but just place a couple of apricots. Oh, I'll deal with you later.
Don't want to give you a hand.
I know how to fix you. It's dead easy. Now, preferably, if you can, use fresh thyme, but I couldn't get any. The snails ate mine. So about a ½ teaspoon of dried thyme over the apricots. A little pepper and salt, please.
Well, I won't put the salt on. You can put that on this
right,
later.
Right. Thanks very much. Now, just match the pork. Just match the pork up again, like this. Just a minute. I want to get my apricots on. Okay. But this, I've only got 2 hands.
While Peter's doing that,
it just depends how many, be quiet. It just depends the size of the apricots, how many you actually put on.
If you wanted to, you could actually put
pepper that?
apple slices. No. Yes, I did.
Oh,
you can put apple slices in there, and then instead of what we're going to put it in, you can baste it in cider, which is rather nice, or you can do prunes.
True.
Soak, take the stones out, put
I
those in
wouldn't go
instead.
out though, stay at home if you do prunes with it.
That's a health dish.
As I say, if you could use the fresh thyme, that's so much nicer. And finally, the last chop, matching that up. Now, these are a bit irregular, but I've got one. That's it, thank you.
Butcher must have been half cut when he cut those.
He wasn't tall, very nice. Would you just lift that up for me, please?
I've got to go and turn my saucepan off because it's boiling
up. I
up.
can't help that.
Right, just do that a minute.
Just tie some string fairly tightly. Don't wrench this because they will swell in cooking. But if you just... Oh, I'm so thrilled about that. Tie these together, and have you done the baking dish for me?
Yes,
and I've just cut all this string off.
Now, what we actually did, we've got this baking dish. I'm going to put it in the front there because Peter wants to put them in there. Because this makes quite a mess of your ordinary dish, do put a double layer of foil inside, and it'll save you having to wash up too much when the dish is being cooked. I'll leave it to you.
Now, I could have put an extra bit of string around that. That's purely to get these together and keep the apricots inside. Stand them up with the fat and the rind of this rind up to the top like that. And then the final thing you put to this, which is most important, about that size, of ginger ale. And you pour half the bottle of ginger ale over the pork and make sure it goes down between the chops. You're imparting sugar and, of course, the actual ginger. And this goes in the oven. I've got one here, I'll show you. At 190 degrees, preheat the oven to 190 degrees. Where's my baster? Oh, there it is. And you cook it. It only takes an hour, but the sugar in the ginger ale makes this get away very quickly, and lots of... Oh, it's made plenty of juice, this one. But just keep basting this all the time. And if it should go dry, add... Where are you? Over there? Over here? Add extra ginger ale just to keep that moist. And as I say, it imparts the ginger flavour and keeps it lovely and moist.
Now, as Peter said too, it's very easy because if you want to add it, if you've got 6 people, do 6 chops. If you've got 8, do 8.
I haven't said that yet.
No, but that's what I was going to say. I knew he'd forgotten, so I thought I'd tell you.
I was going to.
So you can do it for 8 or 12 or whatever. It's a good idea because you don't have to carve it, you see. Now, here's another pork dish which is very, very simple to do. And if you're on your own, this is a very quick dish. These are 2 lovely pork fillets. Now, these are not very large, so we're doing 2, but this would actually feed 4 people. All you do is just put a little bit of peanut oil on the top there, and we do stress peanut oil because it has a lovely flavour. Just rub them over like that. If you have an aversion to that, use rubber gloves.
Get on.
And then you just sprinkle over that some curry powder. Now, the curry powder can actually be a mild or a strong one according to your own personal preference. But because we're serving it with a Chinese sauce, which is actually a bought Chinese plum sauce, we're only using a mild
How come you get all
curry.
the easy dishes?
I don't, I get all the dirty ones
A bit of old
too.
pork plum sauce and a few pork
Well, I know,
fillets.
well, I said it's easy, didn't I? What do you think
Yes,
my
true.
brain power's going to do? Make it difficult for me? Let's put them onto a baking tray like
May I
this.
inquire what brain power?
And again, what you do is you bake... You bake these in the oven, preset at 200 degrees Celsius, and they only stay in there for about 8 to 10 minutes. That's all it does. And we'll take those out beautifully cooked. Can you slip the other one in there? Right, we'll take those out beautifully cooked later on the show. But while we're standing here, we've got one pork roast in the oven. I've got my pork fillets in the oven. I don't know what you've got in yours. We'd like to have our guest of the evening is going to sing a wonderful song for us, the lovely Cheryl Baker.
But I know we'll never be like a sailor on an island who keeps looking back at sea. You love love more than you love me. Raging fires burning and heads that keep on turning to see your love in its prime. Time moves on from stone to gentle breezes. The dizzy feeling leaves us. It's a dream you're dreaming of. I may care about you, but I know we'll never be like a sailor on an island who keeps looking back at sea. Oh, you love love more than you love me. When love is real, it never dies. It has its stages of the lives to live. If you're not afraid to give, but I can see it in your eyes. You're aching to be hypnotized again. I'd rather leave while we're still friends. Because you love love. I finally had to face it. The feelings can't replace it when the fantasy's so strong. You'll move on to look for something better. The magic lasts forever, but it's just not good enough. I may care about you, but I know we'll never be. I thought I'd found a homeland, but I'm still a refugee. 'Cause you love love more than you love me.
Thank you, Cheryl. Careful. Hi, dear.
Oh, that's a hot
Lovely.
number, isn't it?
Actually, you should have been singing A Foggy Day.
Cheryl, dear, I tell you what, you can't get some fresh air. Put that down and come back and join us in the kitchen.
Love to. Love to.
Lovely
See you in a
song.
minute.
Lovely song. Talk about it later. Cheryl Baker.
Are you out there? Oh, yes, there are people there. You keep doing that while I talk.
I said I'd love to be done through Gauls one day, you know, because I'm getting on, but
Sacking.
fog will do. Fog will do.
What's wrong with sacking?
Right.
Now, David's going to do, we're talking pork, although he's going to do beef in this one, naturally. But one of the integral parts of that is... Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. It's always my carrots, you'll see those later. Is we're using bean curd. We're using bean curd that's often referred to as tofu. It's a soy bean cake, and I'll show you here what I've done. I'll show you the cakes when I drain it. You open the parcels of this, and it's like blancmange, shall we say, and you cover it with boiling water, which is very important, for only 2 minutes. Then you drain it off. And you must always keep this very wet, and you come out with these little sponges. You see, it's like that. It's very soft. It's made of soy. They've used this for over 2,000 years. It's extremely good for you. It's very healthy. It has no taste, so it adds bulk to any dish. So if you're using curry, you can put cubes of this in, and it saves on the meat and gives you a greater quantity of food. All I'm going to do with this, you see, it cuts very easily, is just cut this into little squares for David to add to his pockmarked woman dish he's
The other
doing.
thing, yes, you can
explain that dish, would you?
Yes, the dish is called Szechuan beef or pork with bean curd, and it actually is called in its hometown, it translates back to pockmarked woman. That's the person who invented it. You can do it with pork. It's true.
She had terrible skin, this girl.
I know, but the taste was wonderful. She's a good kisser. You can actually do it with pork. So you need about 200 grams of pork. But what you actually do is you put it in a little oil, and then you just fry this. We're actually using beef tonight. Either will do. And you keep frying it until it goes grey. Then it starts to exude the moisture. Then you still keep frying it, and you come out with this, which you can see now I'm putting on a high heat.
A burnt
which
mess.
look actually like, no, they look like rabbit pellets. You know, you feed them, but of course a darker colour. Now then we add some other ingredients to here. We're going to add to it, we're going to have black bean sauce, chilli, spring onions, beef stock, and then we're going to thicken it with a little bit of arrowroot water and some soy sauce and a little bit of salt. So I'll start off by adding the salt to this. You need about a teaspoon of salt, and then you put into that now a tablespoon of black bean sauce. Now this black bean sauce is very, very pungent and has its own particular flavour. It's quite readily available. Then we add now, this is really very good, this is chilli sauce, again a tablespoon of that,
hot night
and
like
you
this.
hear it until you stir that around over fairly high heat. Do this in a big oven-proof dish or wok, and it starts going moist. Can I have the thing now? Now you can smell this starts to come up and make you cough.
All nicely
chilli.
chili.
Lord. Oh. Yes. Until you smell it, which is the idea. Now stir that around, and now what we add to that, yes please, what we add to that now,
not yes,
a
please.
tablespoon,
Oh, thank you.
is a quarter cup of beef stock, because we are
nerves,
using
I don't
beef.
even have to shake
If
them
you're
up all.
using pork, then you would put chicken stock in. That sort of simmers it down a bit. The spring onions go in there.
Lumpy.
It makes you cough, excuse me.
Good
And then
for
you
the
just keep
lungs.
stirring that around. Now try not to break it up too much. Now because the beef is already cooked, all you're really now doing is heating this through. And if I get
Want this
that,
in?
yes please.
This
and
was
this
the
would
soy,
just bind it together a little bit.
Arrowroot and water, is that correct?
Yeah. And lastly, just before we serve it,
Goodbye.
we actually put into it a little bit of Szechuan pepper, which I'll put right to the front there. Now, Szechuan pepper is a particular type of pepper. If you haven't got it, don't worry. You can always use black pepper just ground up like that. So we'll just stir this away for a little while, and then Peter can get on with what he's going to do. What are you going to do now, Pete?
I don't know at the moment.
Oh. What are you doing of? I'm slaving over on the stove cooking. What are you drinking?
That's a change.
What are you drinking?
Oh, it's lovely.
What are you
Bucks
drinking?
Fizz.
Bucks Fizz, of course. I forgot all about it. Lovely Cheryl Baker, where are you?
An idea? A Bucks Fizz. Cheers.
Oi, oi, oi.
It's lovely to have you on
I've got a
the show,
mouth.
isn't it?
I've got a mouth.
I know, it's a big one.
Well,
too.
pass us over a jug of that.
for us.
Come on,
lovely.
you
Bring your own.
over. So I walk off.
It's not Passover, that
Tell
was
my
last week
union,
or the
I'll
week
go off. I'll
before.
go with all those other workers that go off.
Cheryl, it's lovely to have you. I'm terribly sorry, you ignore him entirely.
I'll try.
It's lovely to have you on the show with us. It's
lovely to be
because
here.
you cook, don't you? You do
I
all
love
these little
cooking.
cut-out sandwiches and things. Ever done bunnies on the lawn?
No, you must teach me. Bunnies on
They're
the lawn.
lovely. It's green jelly and little pears with little raised eyes and little licorice tails.
Well,
Very
all
pretty.
right, I'll do that.
Very pretty.
All right.
And you've got a new single out,
Yeah,
haven't
Bucks
you?
Fizz have. Bucks has just been released called... What's it called?
Oh,
Made
must
of
be-
Stone, it's called.
A song that you can't remember. Made of Stone.
Yes,
And
yeah.
you couldn't have sung a song like that, surely.
No, Bobby sings Made of Stone and I do some backing on it. That song that I did previously, You Love Love, was off of an album.
Yeah.
1983 we did that. So.
Going to
It's
re-release
going
it
to
as
be-
a single? Should do, you know. It's
bet
a good
you
song.
do it.
Good
Anyhow-
song, was it?
Yes,
Beautifully
Rotten.
done.
Everybody
I
agree
agree with you.
and at home. But here's to your new single. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
it's going to sweep this. And I love your
Right.
teddy bear earrings.
Actually, can I ask
Got
a
little bow
question?
ties
Peter?
on.
How's your pork?
Oh, Lord.
chops going?
All about it.
You've got to do a lot with that, haven't
Have
you?
I? Yes. Yes.
We'll stand have a bit of a tipple, dear. Now, you
I'm
come
with
from
you.
my neck of the woods somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, you come from Essex?
Yeah.
I'm from Bethnal Green.
Oh, not far away, is it?
No, whereabouts in Essex?
Oh, Thaden boys.
Oh, my sister just moved there.
Is she?
Yeah.
You're all interested, aren't you? Yeah, well, never mind. Carry on. Talk about yourselves. Go on. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh,
Oh,
it does look
lovely.
lovely.
Oh, thank you for the compliment.
Stunning.
I'll accept a round of applause for that lovely talk. I don't mind.
Smells divine.
Thank you.
Have you got a thing that Cheryl can put that onto a dish, perhaps?
Yes, I will. Just give me a chance. I've got a red hot dish. I'll just put those out. Cheryl, if I get you a fork, if you'd be
Yes.
kind enough, or two
Now,
forks.
be careful, though,
Be
darling.
very careful because of that liquid. If you just lift it
I'll
onto
get
that
another one
plate
there.
for
There
you.
you are.
Right.
That
Okay. Oh, right.
one.
Okay.
And I'll get that out. Now, I've also here, I'm just heating some butter. I've got some carrots that I did in the microwave because I like vegetables in the microwave because it keeps all the vitamins in and keeps the colours, and you use so little water. I've also done some potatoes, or small potatoes like that I've just brought till they're just cooked. I'm heating some butter here. I'm just going to put these potatoes into here, really mainly to make sure they're coated with butter, so that they're nice and greasy. And I've done here quite a lot of, thank you, you're a very noisy little thing, aren't you? I've done a whole lot of parsley here, which I want to coat these with. So just twirl these rounds. I see these are already cooked, but I just want to get these nice green, look at those, lovely green potatoes. This is just not only for vitamins, but also for colour.
Can we eat
I
it
beg
before
your
it goes
pardon?
cold? We love pork.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that. Well, I'm getting on, aren't I? Where's the spoons?
Come on, hurry up, quick.
I don't need
his
to
mouth
hurry.
goes
Do it.
in his hand, stop
Now,
it, does it, doesn't it?
oh, you say this every week. I wish your mouth would seize up, which is very unlikely. So, also for vitamins, we're doing these little carrots like this, is for colour. And I'll put some of these on as well. And these are the potatoes, just coated in green. So again, vitamins, but also an attractive colour. Isn't it? It's very. Wouldn't I do that? Just trying to serve up a nice-looking plate. And of course, I'm a rotten carver, so that's when you just cut the string and serve a chop per
I
person.
can't carve. I'm a terrible carver.
Why can't you carve?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm left-handed, and most knives have got the cutty bit on the wrong
Oh,
side.
that's a good point. So if there are any knife manufacturers out there, would you be kind enough? No, I'm quite serious.
your cutty
They
bit on the
don't
other
make
side.
left-handed spoons and knives. We used to have a left-handed ice cream shop for people that had the same problem. They found it nice.
Think about that one.
They'll have to. They'll have to. But it's quite seriously, there are not enough things made for people who are left-handed.
Can we get on,
No
please?
spoons
Now, what
and
I'd
pots
like
of
you
the
to
wrong
do, if
size,
you wouldn't
size,
mind,
shape and everything.
Cheryl, would you mind
Boss
putting that
is-
rice
is he
out on
boss?
there and try and make a little ring,
All right.
and then put this mixture in the centre
your
of
bell.
it?
Okay, we'll do.
All right?
Right.
You all right, Peter, or were you going to go and get your little jacket?
Yes, I don't need your prompt, thank you very much. I'm just
Cheryl's doing it.
I
I
know,
love to sing.
I can
mean,
see.
you sing for your supper, but you've got to put it all
I
together
was
too,
going to say
didn't I?
cheers. There's a little
She does
ring.
look
Oh,
lovely. Look at that. But you can
That's
do
a
it with your
terrible
hand.
mess.
No one's looking. It's not a terrible mess
A
at all.
ring!
No,
Yes,
I'm
but
doing
you'll
it
get
in
it
the
done.
ring. Sure,
Panic.
anyway.
Poor soul. Can't be panicked, can she? Look, she's
want
doing
it all
on her
out?
own. You've got centre stage, dear. Go. I've just pulled my thing with me. Excuse me.
I'll just
Right.
put my jacket on. You've done that beautifully. You've done this
Right,
before,
do I
haven't
need to put it all out?
you? Well, yes, be lavish. We've got
Oh.
600 for dinner. Oh, that. Oh, no, no.
No.
Oh, you can have a hole in the middle. That I meant. Oh, you naughty girl.
Don't dig to the bottom, love. I burnt it.
need to be all pushed in. Wait on, don't pour that boiling hot meat all over my hand. There, pretend that's bigger.
Right.
Got rice stuck all over my hand.
Come on, are you all ready?
Love to see your cooking show. It must be a super one. As bad as that. Gosh, these are lovely, aren't they? Oh, see, that looks hot. But then see how much all...
Whoops.
It's all meant to be in the centre.
I know. You asked the wrong person to do this.
That's it.
There.
Cover up the
I'll
dirty...
leave the
That's
burnt
enough, that's
bit.
enough, that's
Yeah.
enough. Cover up the dirty... Right, I'll take that from you, dear. That's
Thank
red
you.
hot. Be careful.
Right. Well, while you're finishing that off,
We're
I'll
talking
just do
about
one of my
nice
pork
percentage.
fillets.
That's nice.
Now, all I did
Put it
was
in there.
steamed. Now, you be quiet now. It's concentration time. I did some mange-tout and just steamed them in the steamer. Now, mange-tout means you can eat all. Now, you should let this settle for a little while, and all you do is just slice this through like this, and you'll see that it's just pink and absolutely delicious. Now, if you let it settle for about 5 minutes before you carve it, you won't get any little bits of blood oozing out at all. And it's so easy to carve. But one of these, shut your mouths, you two. One of these would do... Oh, shut up. Well, I said if you leave it to settle, I haven't got time to let it settle. Will that be enough for you, Cheryl, dear?
Oh, it's twice as much as I need.
Lovely. Well, we'll eat
Looks
after it and
delicious.
take the other half home. I'll
What's
give
the
you a
sauce
doggy
you're
bag.
putting on, David?
Now, this is a
What's
plum
the
sauce, a
sauce?
Chinese plum sauce. And all we do with that is just pour it over and it will disguise the blood in the middle. But it's a clear sauce. It's not like your normal plum
it
sauce
shouldn't
made
be
with red
overcooked,
plums.
should it?
Oh, no, no, no. It should be lovely and pink. But it's really rather nice. And just with the
Christmas,
mange
isn't
too.
Jingle
That's all. Oh, yeah, I know you two, all on the booze. It's typical, isn't it? All the same, these musos.
We're drinking a company name, a label, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We're advertising
Very
on the
nice
BBC.
Right,
So
sure.
there we are. We've got the pork and everything. Shall we go into dinner? And
Why
sit
not?
at table.
Now, you go first.
You
Now,
go
be
first,
careful,
be
darling.
very
Don't
careful,
drop it.
and sit in the middle so as we can gaze into your eyes.
See?
That's never good.
Now, as we say, it's very simple, quite comfy. Can we stop now?
Put the brakes on.
Right, we've got the brakes on.
We only had $1. We haven't even had $1 fizz
No, I'm
yet,
going
have
back
we?
to that afterwards. But this is
Daddy,
very
leave
simple.
them
This is very simple. As I say, you just do that for about 8 to 10 minutes. As I say, if you leave it to settle, then you won't get any blood coming out. The moisture goes back into the meat. But it's such an easy dish to do.
It looks lovely.
And pork, as I said, is on the Weight Watchers thing if there's no fat with it, right?
And here's the other one we've done here. You'll get some in a moment. This is the pork chops, so you can add to that. Or if you didn't want to make them too long, you had 8 people, do 2 of 4 so they'd fit in a baking pan. And just the potatoes for colour and for
And the pot
eating
mark woman,
sake.
as it's called, or just the
Which
bean
is
curd with
delicious.
beef, or again done with pork. Very spicy, very high in protein, that is, but with no
Good for
fat,
you, in other
with
words.
soy, you see.
That's,
And
what
we're-
is that called? It's
Soybean or
tofu.
tofu.
tofu or bean curd. And
Cheryl?
we're drinking with this quite a heavy red wine because these are all
It's
quite...
a Côte du Rhône.
It's quite spicy. But to you, Cheryl, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're
My
lovely,
pleasure, I've
you're an
enjoyed
absolute
it.
darling.
Beautiful, beautiful
Every
song
success for
and
the
every
record.
success
Thank
for the-
you very much.
And to
To
our
everybody
beautiful
here, thank you very
audience
much,
here,
and to
and
everybody
the
at
lovely
home,
audience at home,
God bless
See
you,
you
and
soon.
thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Would you like to try that? No, I know you let me have it, so I'll stop you. Oh, we've got those long around. Oh, really? Oh, that's a good start.
Hudson Hall's recipes can be obtained by sending a large stamped address envelope to Hudson and Hall's, BBC New Broadcasting House, P.O. Box 27, Oxford Road, Manchester, M60